Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy. It's a pleasure. It's my honor as usual to be out here in nature and greeting you. Always bring this message of emancipation to you. A message that would set you free. All you have to do is to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That is why I want to speak to you today concerning before the story of Adam and Eve. Now, you have to know that before the story of Adam and Eve, that there were a people who had a story concerning their divinity, and that story was stolen and plagiarized and became known as the Bible, so that a people would widely accept Jesus as a white man being the savior or the redeemer of a people who have been enslaved and who do not know their real identity, who do not know their real history, and who was made to have a colonial mentality. That is why before you can venture on the Adam and Eve story, you have to understand that before any book or anything could be written, it have to be first a thought. It have to first be mental. It have to first be psychological. Therefore, if I desire to enslave you and I know your origin, I know your history, and I get your works out of your library, then I born your library, having obtained all of your history and everything that you once believed and practiced. I can conquer your people and feed them on that which ever I please, to teach them as their history, because at that time I would have already destroyed your whole ancestry, all your ancestors who know of the original story of who you are. That is why, my brother and my sisters, until you understand how important it is to know the law of mentalism, you will never realize that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. For the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. And it has no reference to anyone who existed thousands of years ago, or to any actual event that would have taken place on earth thousands of years ago. From the beginning to the ending of the Bible, it's all a great psychological drama. It all have to do with the human psyche. And that is why once you believe in the Jesus and Mary story, starting with the Adam and Eve story, which is actually allegory, and Galatians 4:24 tells you that it's all allegory. What happened is that you've been taking personification for persons and allegory for history. So my brother and my sisters, before I could even go any further and speak anything about Adam and Eve, or speak anything concerning what make up your belief system, I have to lay the foundation for you to know that the Bible was plagiarized from Kemet. And there are many stories that are in the Bible that can relate back to those writings that were before. Now, just a little common sense reasoning. How could you, everything you're saying BC or AD? So you're saying before this so-called Christ, there wasn't anything. Then you're saying AD, saying after this Christ. Then it have to be a make-up story. Because my brother and my sisters, if you ever had an out-of-body experience and you realize that all is consciousness, you would realize that consciousness creates reality. And that your real essence is actually your divinity, which is consciousness. Then you would realize that before Adam and Eve's story, I am. Before Moses' story, I am. Before Abraham's story, I am. Before Constantine's story, I am. Before the Nicene Council, I am. When you understand I am and the power of I am, and how you can never say I am and not referring to yourself, then you will understand that the only name of God is I am. From generation to generation, you can never say I am and never referring to yourself. It's impossible. So that will teach you that anyone who's reading the Bible and believe that the Bible is literal and secular history, and believe in the Adam and Eve story as literal and as secular history, they lack basic common sense. Therefore, this mental slavery of which I speak is actually mentally retarded. Anyone who would read a book and say I am and think that they are referring to someone else, they're mentally retarded. Anyone who quote I am the way, the truth and the life, and look for the truth outside of themselves, and look for the life outside of themselves and the way outside of themselves, they have to be dumb. They have to be definitely mentally retarded. So I'm saying all of this to say to you that the Adam and Eve story have been used from since you are a little child to keep you mentally retarded, to keep you dumb. That is why the preachers refer to themselves as the shepherd and you're the sheep. A sheep, they just follow. That's why everything that people say who follow secular Christianity is based on belief. Belief is when you don't know. But when you have experience, you know. And that's why I'm speaking from experience. Because, my brother and my sisters, as I come here to a close, hadn't it been that I would have experienced the virgin birth, the birth from the skull, the birth without sex, I would have never realized how much our people have been brainwashed with just Jesus and Mary's story and this Adam and Eve story, which at some other time I'll go more deeper into and explain for you. It wasn't until that experience I knew the truth. And the truth is what will set me free and set you free. And that is what would have enabled me to have no fear over death. Believe in me, my brother and my sisters. I was more fearful than all of you who are listening to me right now. And I can say to you, the most fearful people in this world are the people who believe in secular Christianity. Believe you me. Because you know what? They're trying to do something that is not really possible and they're fooling themselves. Which man never have the impulse of another woman outside a wife? Or which woman never have the impulse? The impulse is just the thought, eh? I remember he say, if you think, you already commit the act. So my brother and my sisters, do some research for yourself. And you will realize all these stories are in the Bible. Where they come from. And then you understand why your true history was hidden from you. Your true identity was hidden from you. And your true nationality was hidden from you. So for right now, what I will encourage you to do is to take control of your mind. That's the first thing I have to encourage you to do. Take control of your mind. And love yourself and believe in yourself. And when you look in the mirror, see the Savior. See the Redeemer. See the Lord and Master of your destiny. See God in flesh when you look at yourself. That is where you begin. And until you begin at that place, you will never know the lie about this Adam and Eve story and this Jesus and Mary story. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I think I would have gotten the main message I really want to get across to you, and even the boards are in agreement with what I am saying to you. All of nature is in agreement with what I'm saying to you, because we are the people of the sun. We are the people of nature. We are the people of love. We are 100% original. Remember that. So with that, Mr. My brother, my sister, I want to say to you, if what I'm saying is really encouraging to you and resonating with you and it's helping you in any way, and you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video, and also to support this work by allowing the ads to play. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.